So opportunity is one of the key themes here at Expo 2020, and it's at the very heart of the French Pavilion here at the Great Exhibition in Dubai. So I'm delighted on AB Talks today to be joined by Damien Castelain, the president of the Lille Metropolis, to talk about a very specific opportunity, that being Lille itself, known as the crossroads of Europe, with an offering that stretches from tech to tourism. Bonjour, Damien, and welcome to AB Talks. So please talk to us first about Hello Lille, your new campaign, which is headed by the development agency.
Bonjour, Scott.
Hello, Scott. Well, actually, Hello Lille is an attractiveness agency created by the European Metropolis of Lille, which brought together an economic development agency and a whole tourist part to promote the exposure and major events in the metropolis. And that was one of the main strategies of the metropolis, to develop all economic activities and promote the metropolis of Lille, which on the one hand is located at the crossroads between London, Brussels and Paris, and on the other hand, to promote tourism and major events, since we have hosted 3 Davis World Cup finals, a Basketball World Cup, a European Handball Championship, a Rugby World Cup, and soon the Olympic Games. Only metropolis that has an Olympic event.
Métropole à avoir une épreuve olympique.
Now, you mentioned technology there. I believe that Lille has got a growing reputation for cybersecurity. Tell us about your growing reputation in the area of cybersecurity.
We have created several centres of excellence in the European metropolis of Lille. We have Eurotechnology and Eurofood, and we have the ambition to create Euro cybersecurity, because it is a global issue and the security and defence of all our companies are linked to research, training, and of course the promotion of all work in cybersecurity. We have a big cybersecurity exhibition in Lille, and we are lucky to have all the researchers of the Gendarmerie Nationale in Lille. So it is a governmental mission to fight cybercrime.
Nous avons à Lille la chance d'avoir tous les chercheurs de la Gendarmerie nationale, donc c'est une fonction d'État pour lutter effectivement contre la cybercriminalité.
So over the past 2 years, the conversation, the volume around cybersecurity has got louder and louder, particularly during coronavirus, where we've seen huge digital acceleration. Talk to me why Lille is specifically reaching out to this part of the world, the UE and this region.
L'idée, c'est de créer ce pôle d'excellence.
The idea is to create this centre of excellence with major researchers, funders, teachers, trainers, and all the major French groups fighting cybercrime, such as Orange and OVH, to name a few, and create this ecosystem between training, students, professionals, and investors in one place.
Entre formation, étudiants, professionnels, investisseurs.
So, would you say now that cybersecurity is evolved into, it used to be a nice to have, and now it's a necessity for business moving forward?
C'est devenu une nécessité.
Yes, it has become a necessity and an obligation. The number of cyber attacks, cybercrime is now increasing. We have now small, medium-sized businesses. We have small communities that are being attacked, that are being hacked, whose data is being destroyed if they do not pay a ransom, and also hospitals with their sensitive data. And so I maintain that this is an obligation to go down this path.
Les données sensibles, eh bien, non, je persiste. C'est une obligation d'aller dans cette voie.
You spoke there as well about the startups, the small and medium-sized enterprises, the UAE in particular, but the region, Saudi Arabia, very big startup scene. So lots of digitally savvy startup, new entrepreneurs. Cybersecurity, should this be now part of their business plan?
C'est
This is one of the most important points of this development plan, because we need to train all companies. We need to teach them the right reflexes. We need to train them for the right data protection. We need to train these companies, teachers, and researchers. Training and development is the goal of this development plan, and we are going to hire hackers to help us do that.
Well-being is very much at the heart of the UEE strategy, and we've just seen it transition to a 4.5 working day week to look after people's healthcare. Talk to me about the collaboration potential between Lille and the UAE in the sector of healthcare.
À Lille, nous avons les meilleurs chercheurs.
In Lille, we have the best researchers in the field of diabetes. We have invested several million euros in researchers to become a worldwide diabetes centre. And we want to expand, spread and show in Lille how we can help countries like the United Arab Emirates, which are heavily affected by diabetes. And indeed, we have many relationships to build between your country and the European metropolis of Lille.
Frappé par le diabète. Et là, nous avons effectivement beaucoup de relations à faire entre votre pays et la métropole européenne de Lille.
So coronavirus has woken, I think, countries up to the fact that sharing best practice and having an open conversation about healthcare is a good thing. Here, the UAE is at a very strong handling of the pandemic. It's excellent. How important is for Lille and the UAE to be having this ongoing health conversation?
La lutte contre le coronavirus est fondamentale et elle est mondiale.
The fight against the coronavirus is fundamental and global. As we have seen from the scale of the vaccines in all countries where the vaccines were found quickly, they introduced the vaccines simultaneously with different companies. We are lucky to have in Lille a research institute, the Institut Pasteur, which was famous in France at the beginning of the century and is developing other technologies against the coronavirus, with tablets or solutions other than repeated vaccinations. And that's it. That's the exchange of our researchers. We are lucky to have 110,000 students in the metropolis of Lille. So we have important health research units with a centre of excellence called Eurosanté, and we absolutely have to share our research data with the world powers to fight against COVID-19.
De nos recherches, il faut absolument partager ça avec la puissance du monde pour pouvoir lutter contre le Covid. Donc nous avons la chance d'avoir 110 000
We are a metropolitan area with a population of 1.2 million. And we have thought about agriculture because we are the most rural metropolis in France. So we have done a lot of research in agriculture. We have also built a research and excellence centre where we work together on food technology and therefore on new forms of food, focusing, for example, on locusts and worms and other research systems.
Et c'est ça qu'il faut partager avec le monde entier.
So the UAE has been leaning into agriculture, food security and agri-tech, particularly over the last couple of years as well. So tell me about Lille's opportunities and the potential for collaboration between Lille and this region in this sector.
La métropole a eu la même réflexion autour de l'agriculture.
We are also interested in creating urban farms. In a metropolitan area like ours, we can find places for horticulture and local agriculture to create a short cycle with the inhabitants. And we are thinking about what we call in France aquapolie, that is, fish farms.
On travaille ensemble tout autour de la food tech et donc les nouvelles façons de manger qui peut aller vers les sauterelles, vers les vers, vers d'autres systèmes de recherche, la mise en place de fermes urbaines, c'est-à-dire au sein d'une agglomération comme la nôtre, eh bien trouver les endroits où effectivement il y a de l'horticulture, de la culture de proximité pour avoir un cycle court avec les habitants. Et nous réfléchissons aussi à ce que l'on appelle en France de l'aquaponie, c'est-à-dire des fermes d'élevage pour les poissons.
So tourism is very much at the top of our minds here in Dubai. And thank you for visiting us here in Dubai. But I understand Lille has its own special tourism offering. So just tell our audience what's waiting for us when we return the favour and come and visit you in Lille.
Une des meilleures réponses, c'est si vous venez à Lille, vous êtes à 30 minutes de Londres, 30 minutes de Bruxelles, 30 minutes de Paris.
One of the best answers is that if you come to Lille, you are 30 minutes from London, 30 minutes from Brussels, and 30 minutes from Paris. You can visit the three capitals in one warm place with gastronomy, with French beer, and above all, with all the great events that the metropolis of Lille has to offer, such as the Rugby World Cup, Olympic Games, all the shows, the singers, a stadium unique in the world with a roof and a retractable lawn that can be converted to a showbox, and then the warmth of the people from the north. And as they always say, we say that we are in the south of the north of Europe. And, well, here are the main assets without forgetting the cultural assets, the museums, the green spaces. And so come to Lille. I invite you, Scott.
Les grands atouts, sans parler des atouts culturels, des musées, des espaces verts. Et donc, venez à Lille. Je vous invite, Scott.
I can't wait to come. It sounds fantastic. Damien, merci beaucoup, and thank you for joining us at AB Talks.
Thank you. Merci, Scott.